looks better.
I switched to my data, so in case it was my end at all. So we'll try. We'll see what happens.
You are much clearer. You are you are more pixels than you were previously.
Yeah.
Oh. Perfect.
Hi, Holly. It's so nice to
Hello.
see you.
Oh, it's good to see you guys too. Yeah.
Cool hair indeed. Holly always has great hair.
Oh, I try.
I live vicariously through her and hair color. I've like the most I've ever dyed my hair is like a little bit of purple on the ends, so that if I panicked, I could cut it off.
Fun fact: in university, I had blonde hair, like platinum blonde.
Oh, I think like a lot of guys try the platinum blonde though.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was like just slightly after the My Chemical Romance era.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, Mom. So,
yeah, nice. Yeah, I see more people coming on. That's great.
Welcome to Flat Files. This is a show where we like hang out with another artist and we do maybe a little studio tour. We share some artwork and we kind of connect to the artistic community that we've like grown over the years.
Yeah.
We were trying to remember how long we've known each other.
Yeah, so I would say we're probably going back about 5 or 6 years now. Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
2015, probably. Yeah. Yeah. And I think I met you guys, the first time I met you guys might have been like just at your house for New Year's.
Oh, I think you might be right, actually.
Like, I don't think I met you guys through like an art show or anything. Like I directly met you through Kevin, and like I think it was just like casually at the house. It was just like, yeah. So
I love it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's been super fun, and I think like not only do I love your hair, but I get to like experience like a type of art making through your practice that like I don't know how to do. I'm really terrible at creating characters out of my own head. It's not a thing that unless they're strange blob shapes, and then I'm super good at it.
Yeah,
they're strange blobs. I'm awesome.
Yeah, yeah, but that's like a part of it too. Like I make strange blobs and put faces on them all the time. So
you're getting some nice hellos by some people in here.
Oh, hi, Brian. I see Brian there. Yeah.
So we're super happy to have everybody here. I feel like there's maybe some people that haven't watched the Flat Files before, and we usually do them on Friday. So Saturday, I mean, we're kind of flip-flopping between maybe wanting to shift it over, but
yeah, as people head back to work and are forced back to work in some circumstances, it seems that like Friday is a work day, and sometimes maybe Saturday is a better day for us to do this. So like we're tabling that idea. Maybe after episode 50, we'll swap to Saturdays.
Maybe. We'll see.
How many episodes have you guys done now?
44. You're the 44th episode.
I heard you say that actually. Yeah, yeah. That's awesome.
It's very exciting.
Yeah.
It's been kind of a crazy concept of like, it's been a year in the pandemic now. I think this week was like the anniversary of it, right? It was like maybe yesterday was exactly a year.
I think so, yeah.
I know that I'm pretty sure Toronto declared the state of emergency on the 17th. Like I think it was St. Patrick's Day actually.
So weird.
Last year. Yeah.
Yeah. So this was a product of that experience. And then, I mean, not that we're not still living that experience, but we've continued this. And I think we will continue it for the foreseeable future. I don't know if we'll continue it forever on Instagram, but right now it's the easiest, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we are going to hopefully get a little studio tour. And maybe I didn't want to like put that you were going to maybe show us some stuff from inside the sketchbook, even though I was thinking it, but I didn't want to peer pressure you on Instagram posts, but I will on Instagram Live. I have no problem. And talk a little bit about what your practice is, and then we'll do a little show and tell.
Okay, great. Yeah, so for anyone joining that doesn't know me, my name is Holly, and I go by Beautiful Pancake Love. It's just a name I created from actually a drawing I did about mental health, actually. And I don't even know where that sketch is, so I can't really show it, but one day I will show it. But anyways, I'm an illustrator, artist. I do some fiber art. I have a little guy here in the background I said I'll show you later. like crafter, like I've just kind of dipped my toe in like lots of different things over the years. But one thing that for sure, like we were talking about earlier, is like I love character building and I love world building, and those are kind of the places like I love doing that because you can just do anything. And
Yes.
yeah, and there's so many great like movies and TV shows and books and that like that have just like all these worlds that I was inspired by growing up, and now I just find like I gravitate towards that, you know, and I love world building. So that's basically what I do. It's like the bulk of my illustration work is all mostly character based. And I'm beginning to get more into the backgrounds. Backgrounds were not my thing. I think a lot of artists a lot of character artists and stuff can say that. But now I'm like exploring that more. I actually love it. So it's kind of been this year has been like a really good time for me to just explore different things with my art, and like kind of really get into mediums that like I really enjoy and stop forcing myself to do ones that don't really work for me.
I
So
feel like
yeah.
can be a really hard challenge to like just
Mhm.
accept what actually is interesting to you and stop trying to make something else work.
Yeah, like I have this so as like I went to school back in like I went to Sheridan College back in like 2001 or 2002. And I have all these like people that I really idolized when I got into illustration. It just like opened my world up, and they would do beautiful big paintings on like acrylic or oil on big boards. And like for a long time I like fantasized about that, like that's going to be me. And the more I like tried it, I just couldn't like do it that way. And I found that I just like to work smaller and like with detail and like use gouache paint. Like gouache was like a huge thing for me. And yeah, but I had these like expectations of how I'd like to work, and I just had a hard time dropping them. So now I'm just like, don't go spending money on huge canvases. Like you're not going to use them. It's like maybe for fun you could do something, you know, here or there, but stick to the stuff you love. You know what you really like, and make that work. You know?
I I think that's such a good like message though, because I mean,
Yeah.
I can relate to it, although I haven't really like turned my back fully on doing
Hmm.
some kind of like large oil painting, but I do
Yeah.
find that I'm not gravitating to it in the way that I kind of expected.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I think for you, Chrissy, it's like a bit of a weird thing. Like she did a lot of big paintings while in university. And
Hmm.
like in university, it feels like you just have disposable income or you
Yeah.
have OSAP, which is essentially not disposable income, but somehow
Yeah.
is treated like it.
mhm.
And so like the freedom, the financial freedom to drop like $150 on a stretcher and then
Hmm.
$100 on canvas and then to like blow $300 on paint for like two paintings. Like it's hard to do that when you are an
Yeah.
adult and have to like
Yeah.
work to make that money.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, and that's the thing. And like when you do, like I love the painting in your kitchen, like that giant painting on the wall in your guy's kitchen. I like love that.
Yeah.
I think that's so great. And it's so nice to do something like that. And I have some that are like larger, but even was it last year when I spent a week
Yeah.
at your guy's
And you were
place
doing
for the
the acrylic
residency.
paintings.
Yeah, and I was just like, it was good though. It was such a good exercise because I was just like slapping that on and was trying to like, work it out. And that piece I did actually, one of those pieces I actually did digitally and I like it, but the I was trying to do something that was a little harder for me and I couldn't quite reach it. And I think too, I work fast, and I think a lot of people in illustration do that. Like they work quickly. And anyways, I don't know, maybe I just wasn't patient enough for the medium. But I do, it's fun to like explore that. But I think like I really enjoy working on like the different papers I have with the gouache. Like gouache for me and acrylic gouache is like my favorite.
Can we explore some of those?
Yeah. So maybe I'll just hold them up right now and then we'll do studio tour. But
Yeah.
Sure.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
they're
So
pretty freeform, like
Yeah.
little like
Whatever works
conversation.
for
Yeah.
you.
yeah, whatever works.
And if
So
anybody's like, show us this, Holly, we know what you have and we want to see it, then just shout it out.
Okay.
Kyle
Yeah.
will.
Let me know.
I'll do my best to read the comments as they come up. If you got questions, please just ask. It's fun to
Yeah.
engage with people.
I'm just glancing at them like, I hope I don't miss anything.
We got
Okay,
some
so
laughter.
last year, oh my gosh, it was like last January, I was like, I'm gonna just explore like all the weird characters that I make, and I like really like sticking to like bright color palettes, and I love pastels, and I love jewel tones and things like that. So I started making these characters. So some stuff I was working on last January, like, is this.
Yes.
And they're just like little space people that look like desserts. And they all are kind of inspired by, like, I don't even know where I came up with the idea, but like I did this in the back, and I'll like show a close-up of that later, but that's like a felted sculpture. And I think because I'd started like I think this is the original painting. So I did this one.
Yeah,
Like,
I remember this. This was a while ago you did this one.
The
yeah,
little guy
yeah.
looks so grumpy.
Yeah, I know. It's like, be like a grumpy sweet. He's like, I don't like.
Could
I
you
feel
could you hold
gross.
that back up again and like
Yeah,
zoom it? Like I don't know if you can zoom in on some of those details, but like
yeah. I'll bring it
the
up.
sprinkles that are like flying off of them.
Yeah. So I'm
I love the
pretty
felted
sure.
sculpture too, found in lost art so much.
These are
Aw.
great. I really like these that you've been working on.
Yeah, like this, I think is the original idea, and I did it that's a gouache painting, and I think it's just purely gouache. I don't think there's any pencil crayon on that. So there's that, and then I was did like another little quick one.
I feel like that character in my mind, I just giving me the middle finger.
That
I know that it's not, but like that's
would be
how I
really
pictured
good.
it at first.
Well, I
Creepy and
should.
sweet at the same time. We got a comment. I can't read the name anymore.
Oh,
Michael
Mike
Lambert
Lambert.
one.
Hi, Mike. Nice to see you. That's awesome. And then I think this is because of, one thing I love is like Adventure Time, if anybody's ever seen Adventure Time. And wizards, like there's an episode that's in the past, and it's with Wizard Evergreen. And anyway, so I just like love that episode, and I became obsessed with drawing different kinds of wizards. So I started doing like this one's done with Liquitex acrylic gouache.
What is that? What's the difference between that and what kind of gouache do you normally use?
Okay, so normally I use
I've never used gouache.
Oh man, it's great. So I started using Winsor & Newton, and that's kind of, I think, all that there was back when. No, that's not true. There's like Pelican, and then there was some, like, you could buy some cheaper brands, but they didn't really work that great. Like gouache, if you get gouache that's not made well, it can like peel and crack, and it's like, then your piece is ruined. But then there was like more things like I was introduced to Turner's, and Turner's is a brand that's like not overly expensive, and oh man, I got it from, I think, Above Ground in Toronto.
Okay.
Sells Turner's. I don't even know if I have any on the tray here. I don't think so. But then when I used to work for Dessert in Toronto, an art store named Dessert, if anybody's familiar with that, and so they got acrylic gouache in, and I think it was like Holbein or Holbein, however you say that.
Yeah.
And my boss was like, "Oh, you love gouache, like take this home and give it a try." So I did. It was really cool, but it was really hard because the difference is, it's like gouache is like water activated. It's like watercolor paint, but like
Right.
opaque. Yeah.
Do you want to hold us up some more arts?
Oh yeah, yeah. And so this one here
Oh my God.
is a Baba Yaga house. If anybody knows what the Baba Yaga house is, it's like a witch. I don't have the actual witch there, but anyways, I did that one. I think this year as well. Yeah.
And it's like the gouache medium is like what's giving you those like very flat tones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it lays nice and flat and matte. It's not shiny. So
So does it feel chalky?
yeah, it's a bit chalky. Yeah, and there's so the acrylic gouache, you can't activate it with water. You can't blend. Well, you can blend it, but you can't like go back in and activate it. And that's one thing I had to get used to. with it was that it works just slightly a little bit different. I did this one as another wizard.
Oh my gosh, I love this
Yeah.
one so
Something
much.
I really like about your artwork, which like I noticed probably like very right off the bat, is that your outlines aren't black outlines.
Yeah,
And they
yeah,
are like toned to be part of the composition. Usually like maybe
Mm.
like in that one a darker purple or something like that. And I
yeah,
really love that style of illustration. And I've been trying to adapt it in my own work and move away from trying to like just do black outlines and then color
yeah,
sitting in it.
yeah. I find like it just brings the piece more to life if you are just like it harmonizes it better, and it doesn't, the black outline looks good. Like I look at other work and I'm like, oh, they're using a black outline and it looks great, but it just goes with how dynamic I think the artwork is, where it's like mine is more softer, and like this is more like this character's more animated. Of course, like he's like crazy, just like shooting out that crazy confetti magic. But like it just worked. I found like, oh, like don't like get away from those black lines. Go with something that goes with your work, and that this it looks nice. It just melts together so nicely.
Exactly. And it
Yeah,
goes with the feeling of your work too, like especially with the sort of
yeah,
like confectionery element of it,
yeah,
having those like playful, light, bright colors. Like if you
yeah,
drew those with black outlines, I feel like it would like really take away from like the, I don't know, the like plushiness of it. Like the
yeah,
felt makes so much sense to me because I feel like they
yeah,
all feel very squeezable. Like that little wizard, I just imagine him being teeny and just like picking him up and him being like, ah!
yeah. Well, the thing I think is too, it's like a lot of my stuff looks like desserts. So it's like, cake and whipped cream and things are soft, and so
Yeah.
they look good soft. I do have some sketchbook like pictures that I can show as well if you want to
Yes.
see those.
Maybe Kyle can read some of these lovely comments that are coming in because you're getting a lot of love and hearts and
Yeah,
stuff,
Oh,
people
which
are
is so
saying
great.
like so good. I love it.
so I
So
like,
cool to see the older and newer work together. It's gotten so sophisticated. I totally agree with that.
oh,
By
Gillian
Gillian
Newland?
Newland.
Gillian Newland. Yeah,
Yeah,
Gillian.
I completely agree with you, Gillian. I feel like the difference between like how complete they feel with those solid backgrounds that you're doing, and like the Baba Yaga one, like all the patterning that you have going on. You do
Yeah,
have that one really large piece in your house that I think is an older work that's like quite, it's
yeah.
pretty big, I would say.
Oh, yeah, the Ghost King. Yeah.
Yeah,
hmm
yeah.
hmm Oh gosh, it's huge. And
It is.
I did it with gouache, and it's not like particularly great to do that, but it was like I'm like, let's try. And it worked. Yeah, like it worked really well. Um, but I've been getting back into like doing studies in sketchbooks, which has been really nice, and all like not being afraid to use all the sketchbooks I have, because like I find like you buy this really nice sketchbook and you just look at it, you maybe do one little like very like safe drawing in it, and you're like, okay, and then you put it away and you don't touch it, and it's just like, you know,
My
the sketchbook.
sister was
Oh,
here helping me clean my studio a while back,
yeah.
and I got a sketchbook. It's quite small, but it's a handmade book by our friend Nicole.
Oh, nice.
And the first page of it says, maybe I'll actually start a sketchbook. And then nothing follows, just nothingness. My sister thought that was pretty funny. She's like, so I guess you didn't. I was like,
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
yeah,
that such a play
yeah.
about the artist is that like you get these really nice books that have really lovely paper. It feels great, and then like you work in a little bit, and then like
hmm
you do one junky drawing in it, and then all of a sudden you're like paralyzed to ever touch the thing again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. And there's kind of this little artist thing like that a lot of artists on YouTube are doing now, this or and on Instagram, where they get like an ugly sketchbook, which is just a plain one, and they're able to like, yeah, and they're able to let themselves do those drawings and just like, so I actually was like, okay, like let me try doing ugly sketchbook. I don't have mine here in front of me,
Gosh.
but it's like I just draw this. Oh, I wish I had it. But it's like the same thing over and over and over, and I was just drawing like continuously the same thing over and over. Maybe I could grab it. Can I just pop and grab
Yeah,
it?
if anybody else
Okay.
has this plight, if there are other artists on here and you also have sketchbooks that you never touch because they're too pretty, send us some hearts because it'll make us feel not alone.
I have so many sketchbooks at this point now that have so many terrible drawings in them, and then about 75% empty pages.
Don't be ashamed of them either. And I love it's like go back and make notes.
heart.
And I find one thing is like I put Post-its down and I draw over the Post-its, and it all becomes
that's smart.
like, yeah, and it all becomes like something else. And it like I just find like for me right now, the ugly sketchbook is really pushing my ideas forward. So I got it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so it's just a plain Fabriano. This is a nice, it's probably backwards, right?
Yeah.
But it's a
I was
Fabriano.
like, Fabriano, that's still a nice sketchbook.
It's good paper.
Do you want to know
It
my bad sketchbook? It is a
Yeah.
student sketchbook above ground brand. It's, it's probably made with terrible paper that goes all wrinkly if you put anything that isn't pencil in it. It's the worst. But
Oh man, I have some other ones here that they had something that says, Kevin and I collect these because he really likes them. And so I was like, I'm just going to take this and start it. I'm starting it now. Let's use this. And so I don't have it full or anything, but I've been doing this thing where I like repeat.
Oh
my
What?
gosh, this is so cool.
I just repeat, and it'll start as something. So like I'm going to try to find the first one. I think the first one was just like probably in the middle. It was just like boop.
See, this is something that like
great.
I really love about like illustrators, and why I don't think I'm an illustrator, but they'll do you'll sit down and you'll do a character sketch where you draw the same thing 40, 50 times. And like I like coming back to our early part of the conversation about things that you just do the things you love. And like I've tried that. I've tried to like just draw the same thing a bunch of times, and I just hate it. I absolutely cannot do it.
Yeah.
And like my
I think
art process,
cute faces help.
cute faces do.
I know. It's like, it's hard though, because like, you can get bored of it or get just sick of it. But I find with this, it's like I reinvented it. So it's like he had like this little one here had like, I'm trying to get it in the picture. That it's like the little dollop on the top. Well, it started to like form it, and then now it's like a cat, and it has like this like cat, and then I even have him like grumpy up here.
Yes.
And then
I like that one. Wait, go back down a smidgen, up one, over, down. He's got really big eyeballs. He's kind of a large dude. He's my favorite. He looks like he might start crying.
Can you see him now?
Yeah, I can see him. Yeah, we're getting like such a good idea. I totally agree. Yeah. And I think Krista maybe said that writers have a similar sort of plight, like just notebooks, like filling notebooks.
Oh, I imagine writers also like probably suffer harder. Like
I couldn't do it. I couldn't be a
of like
writer.
writing into a book and then having those words try to be perfect the first time.
Oh yeah. And like having like I find people do like when you hear like morning pages, like writing your morning pages, something like that, and you can just like keep writing nonsense. So I find like this is kind of good for like morning pages. So I've been drawing Bun Bun when she was furry, and like.
For those of you who do not know, Bun Bun is Holly and Kevin's little doggo.
Yeah,
and
they're
she's
out on a walk right now.
So cute. She looks like a stuffed animal.
She's pretty sweet. She just got a haircut. So I became like I started getting obsessed with like I did a painting of like daikon radishes and then mushrooms and things like that.
I loved the fungi drawings.
Yeah,
they were such fun guys.
Yeah,
that joke's not overdone at all. So
I was doing more of that. Here's some of the Post-it like examples. Where I had
so cool.
Do you put the Post-its on in advance, Holly, or are you like, I don't like how that turned out, and you stick the Post-it over top?
I do, yeah. So it's like you're like, ooh, I don't want that in there, and then you put it over, and then you try to do it again, and then the Post-it just adds color, and it's just kind of like a fun little splash in a sketchbook.
That's so smart.
It's
I
fun.
want to do that. I'm gonna copy that.
You should, and you can get all kinds of sizes of Post-its too, which is kind of fun, and just like stick them on, use some washi tape to slam them down.
You're speaking her language. You said stationery?
I don't know if you watched last week when we talked to Andrew McLuhan about different types of pens and pencils we liked for maybe too long.
I could talk about pens forever. You want me to get my pencil case and spread it out? I will go through each pen and tell you why I love them.
Do you have a favorite pen? I feel like this is a weird artist thing, is that some people are like, I draw exclusively with this.
Okay, I will tell you, I love Le Pen. Do you use, you know, those little Le Pen? Oh my gosh.
No, I have no idea.
I keep
just
running
like
away.
the pen in French?
Yeah.
Well, I guess that would be like stylo. Wait, is that pencil? Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at French.
It's okay. It's okay. We just kind of like put ourselves on the spot. But no, the Le Pen is like it's just like a small felt tip pen. You can get them in all kinds of colors. I like them because they're in all the colors I like. So they're in like a fluorescent pink or like a light purple or periwinkle or whatever it's called.
Oh, and those
and
fit
that
your
kind of
color
thing.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know, like it's just kind of like they're my favorite pen. And if you ever see them, they come in all different colors. They're kind of short, like they're not. Yeah. Oh yeah, Brooke. The Le Pen is one of my faves too. Maybe we discovered it together. Like it's just like it's a good pen. Anyways, yeah. So I haven't been like that's kind of it for the beginning of it. And I did these Astro Boys. If you guys know who Astro Boy is.
Oh, he's so cute.
But I did him all chubby. So
he's like a baby Astro Boy.
Yeah, he's like little tiny, because he's a little boy anyway, but like he's, baby.
Hey, I wasn't
Astro
wrong
Boy.
about pen in French.
Stylo.
I really wish I was better at French. I'm going to have to get my nieces to teach me. That's not embarrassing, I don't think, right?
No.
When 9-year-olds teach you how to speak another language?
Well, she's going to French immersion.
They both are.
Oh, okay. Well, then they are definitely the people you need to teach you French. And you can talk to them because you talk to them often.
Exactly. The little funguses and the radishes, are they also in the quote-unquote ugly sketchbook? I feel like we need to air quote that because it's really not ugly in any sense of the word, but
yeah. No, okay, yeah, they kind of are. So
I appreciate that it got you over a barrier though.
It's just like you got to get out of your head, right? You got to get out of your head and you got to just do it. And that's the thing. So this is a whole page of the radish people. And like not on this page, but the back page, I have one where they're like, Kevin and I were laughing because I have a little guy who's laying down and he's farting.
Oh my gosh.
And then here's some mushroom babies up here. Little mushroom babies. So I took those and I have another sketchbook I'm working on where it's this little guy and I want to fill
it's so small.
Yeah, it's a little one. It's this one is talons. And I can't remember. I think I ordered it online. Dessert might have them, but I'm not sure. And I've been filling it.
Scan one of these and send it to Susie. She's hearting like crazy on these tiny little.
Well, I got like into mushrooms, and I was even watching like this older man on YouTube is like, my life is all about mushrooms, and he was taking pictures of them and purple ones, and I was like, yes, I'm here for this. So I was like just drawing like different little studies.
Oh, cool.
What are you drawing these with?
These are with Fabry. Oh gosh.
Let's see those again. They look so beautiful. They look very soft. They look very different than what your gouache illustrations look like.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're with pencil crayon, and they're with what's the name of the brand? It starts with an F. Is it Oh my gosh. I'm having like
I know the brand. I can see the box.
It is called Faber-Castell.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, and they're like I don't know if they're called Color Grip or something, but they're like a higher end of them.
Have you ever explored like Faber-Castell and a couple other companies make soluble pencil crayons? Where like you draw with watercolor, you draw with like a pencil crayon, and then you hit them up with like a watercolor, and they blend very, very nicely. There's also like a crayon version, which is I forget what it's called, Neo something. They're like crayons, like I'm not talking Crayola crayons. I'm talking like real good crayons.
They're
like,
so nice,
and they do the same thing where like they just blend real nice.
Oh, I'm like, okay, I gotta make a note of that. I gotta run to the art store.
Yeah, they're really lovely.
Yeah, yeah. I like pencil crayon. I don't know. I just felt like this is good for this book. It's fast and
Yeah.
it's easy. So I started doing like more characters with that. So I do have the babies in here, and then I did like a grown up.
Whoa. Okay, we just hold on this one for a second. This
Yeah,
one's
yeah.
so cute.
But why do I like secretly think the older ones are gonna do something mischievous? There's something
They
about
might.
them that's a little bit mischievous.
Susie
Yeah,
says, I feel like you need a purple wig for this flat file, Chrissy.
I do have a wig that is purplish,
yeah.
but I don't know if I'll be able to like really make it happen in a successful, not embarrassing way. Um, I
Wigs
really want
are
to start wearing
yeah,
wigs
wigs
on
are
a
hard to put
regular
on.
basis.
Oh yeah. Well,
It's
they
an
take a little
actual
time.
dream. Yeah, they're kind of
Um,
expensive, and yeah,
Yeah, they are. Oh gosh, they are expensive. The amount of times I change my hair color, I think I should just need like a wall of bob wigs that I can just plop
yeah,
on. And who knows, maybe when I'm older and my hair is thinner and I don't feel like putting the effort in, I'll be that old lady who has all the wigs, you know?
we had a resident stay here whose mom worked for like a very wealthy Southern woman who was
Yeah.
older, and she literally had a walk-in closet with a bunch of like, those heads.
Styrofoam head
Yeah.
I
things?
don't think
Yeah.
there was, I think they were like wooden. She was like
Ooh.
fancy.
Oh,
Okay.
And it was all of the same wig, a whole room.
oh,
Why? Why would you get all the same? I don't know. I guess there maybe was some logic to it, but for me, I was like,
yeah.
there's
All I can
such
think of
potential here.
Yeah, all I can think of would be like you have to take care of them like their normal hair, you know? So you have if they're real hair, you have to wash them and preserve them, right? So that they keep looking good. So yeah, yeah. I guess maybe
Oh,
it's just like rotating them. What did Susie say?
Susie's
She's
like,
like,
I've been a hairstylist for years. I'm so sick of hearing about hair. Can you please show the felt piece behind? Oh, wait, no,
oh
sorry. She
yeah,
just said, are you going to show the piece behind? Let's show the
yeah,
camera.
Yeah.
yeah, definitely, definitely. I'll show you a couple more. So yeah, I just went and I did like radishes as well. And I was like,
These are
Oh, I
great.
love this. I love the
yeah,
like full page, like over the two-page spread. So nice.
like some other little guys. Um,
Holly, these are wonderful. I love this
oh,
so
I thank
much.
you.
He's a cutie. Look at that
It's
little
like,
guy.
yeah, it just starts from like, the ugly sketchbook. And then it opens it up and it's like just get crazy with it, right? Like
Yes.
do what you want. I did this little frog wizard. I was trying to do a frog wizard.
Does it say magic?
Yeah.
Magic.
I'm not great at lettering and I really want to be. And I like bubble letters because it reminds me of myself as a kid in like the 80s.
Oh
So I'm
man.
just like, bubble letters were like a big deal. And I just want to get like real good at them and have fun with
Letters are
them. And I draw a
so
lot of
tough.
clouds.
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
my gosh. Kevin knows lettering. He's really great. I have so many resources because Kevin is like, he gets all these really nice sign painting books and things like that and really good resources. So it's like I should have a look at those and see. But yeah, I'm almost at the end of this one. So but
Well,
I did do a
my mother wants to purchase some radishes if they ever turn into something purchasable. Oh,
oh yeah,
is this Chub Cat from the top of the
yeah,
Jello molds from the other page?
yeah, yeah. They have like a Purin. Here there's one. I did a color on of that.
oh, these are great.
I like these color
Yeah.
combinations. They're
I
a little
know, aren't
more
they
like
fun?
acid washy or something. Like I don't know. They make me
Yeah.
feel like tie dye, a little
Well, I was
hippie, fun.
yeah, that's what I felt like too. And that's like popular right now in clothing, right? Like there's a lot of tie-dye shirts and stuff like that. So I
Yeah.
think maybe that's like I'm drawing from that maybe. But
Oh
like
my God.
but yeah, like
Oh, that's amazing.
and then I got into these guys on the weekend. Whoops. And I was doing more mushroom people. This one here is like a little
That lettering's really nice. I think that one is like
Oh,
maybe
you
the
like
most
them?
successful. I like that one a lot. I like the way that it like kind of becomes part of the landscape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'm learning and growing with that. And then here's one of the last ones I did. This little
The
mushroom
little
people.
legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been playing around with these sketchbooks, having a really great time, and coming up with these ideas that I really like. Like I really like them. I'm gonna grab the felt guy behind me for Susie and everyone else. Oh, there we go. So this is needle felted. We've talked about this guy a bunch of times, but
We
for
have,
anybody
and
that,
Kevin, I'm gonna start maybe reposting some of the old flat files onto our Instagram. Right now they're hidden just for people on Patreon, but I
oh
feel
yes.
like I should probably unhide them. And yeah, we did a chat with Kevin, and he showed this awesome piece.
Which today I have something to show everybody as well. Kevin and I are trading off on the show offs of each other's stuff. So,
Nice.
uh, yeah. So this is felted. It's a totally needle felted piece with polymer clay sprinkles and a polymer clay top. So he's a little dusty actually. Oh my goodness. So yeah, this took me forever because I wasn't sure
Because
how to do
needle
it.
felting is forever.
Yes.
Time consuming. And you figure out different ways to like you can watch videos and stuff and people do things like there's all kinds of really great ideas about how to like build an armature. I know this is a blob, but it actually has a child's sock filled with stuffing inside of it to like give it some bulk.
Blobs are
This
never
one,
just blobs. That's
yeah, well,
that's
I
how
can't
I feel
imagine
about
like,
Mine
them.
too.
yeah, felting this would be it's pretty hard, like it's pretty durable. I went over it a lot and I did a lot to it. Um, but the like this nose here is a piece of really dense piece of foam felted over, so it has like a really sharp look to it. And the top here is sculpey. That's all sculpey. And the eyes are glass eyes that I like ordered. They're like teddy bear eyes.
Oh,
Cool.
cool.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
the stem coming out
The
of the top?
stem is just a wire that we had, like an actual yellow wire. It did have some words on it, but I had yellow nail polish, so it just kind of works.
Perfect.
Yeah, yeah. And I would love to do more stuff like this. Like I love felting and I have more projects in mind. I actually want to do more of these like dessert guys. And I bought some like like a cake with a glass
Yeah,
over it. What, I don't even know, like cake
I
cover
know. It's
stand.
like the cake display type thing.
Yeah. So I got a few of those because they had cheap ones that I found at like Winners and around that other people had. And I want to spray paint them and make them all go together. And I would love to have like a whole like exhibition of them because I like they take a long time, but oh my God, they're so satisfying to make and they feel so good. Like needle felting is relaxing, you know?
Yeah, it
You
is.
can yeah, you can listen to a podcast and do it and you can or put something on in the background and just like you just poke away and it's just like a really nice thing. And I've been doing like I did this is old. This is really old and not even completed. But this is one I've done from forever ago. And
Real
Oh, that's
owl
nice.
guy.
I really like the texture in the
The
yeah,
wings.
wings.
yeah. And like me just experimenting with different things. So, I've been trying it for years and then I finally like just kind of honed down and focused because on like what colors I use and all of that because a lot of needle felting is like beautiful animals in nature and they look amazing and or cats. Like I'm seeing a lot of really realistic cat heads and dog heads that people do and they're gorgeous. And but I'm just not that type of artist. Like I just don't do like
Yeah.
realistic and that. And I thought, oh my gosh, I gotta change. I gotta like take my art and make it into a felt sculpture. Can I do that? And I think I pulled it off. Like it works really well.
It
So
works
I hope
super
to
well.
see.
It does
Yeah,
work really well. I think it's a
yeah,
great like
I
exploration for
think
you
your
to do.
idea to present them in the like cake display things
Yeah.
is like a solid one because it kind of forms them into like these little oddities. Like
Yes.
if you can think
Yes.
about like kind of like the weird bell jars of like weird
That's
trinkets and
the
stuff.
word. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool.
Susie
Yeah.
said, I think maybe in reference to something in the sketchbook, it looks like they're saying, Holly, paint me like one of your French girls. Is that from the Titanic?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
I
the
think
one
you,
that's so relaxed.
yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I think you said this person's name is Brooke, and it says so cute. Oops. And yeah, love these so much, so amazing. Yes, so much yes.
I
Um,
I see that
Felt
Marion is
owl pin.
yeah, yeah. So I just thought so how I started doing felting was like um my friend Joanna introduced me to it because she was using it. She's a really like good knitter. Like she is amazing at knitting. And she, I think, showed me a needle felting kit. And then from that, I went and I like was trying that, but I was making little owls and little and oh teddy bears, little owls and teddy bear heads, I think. I don't have any of those. Marion does, maybe she can take a picture of one and send it to me. But I used to sell them in Kensington Market in Toronto with Fresh, it was called Fresh Collective. I don't even know if that's around anymore, but it was at a place called Fresh Baked Goods by Fresh Collective. And it was like a consignment store. And I used to sell them there. Totally forgot about that. Oh, Krista has a bear one.
That's awesome.
Wow. Yeah, yeah. I don't have any of them anymore,
They
so I would
last,
love to see them.
so that's
Yeah,
great. Oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
gosh. Do we want to do a little studio tour and then start doing some
Yeah, we
show and
can.
tell?
Not that we haven't been
Yeah,
showing and telling in
Well,
I've
recent
been
yeah.
showing
times.
and telling like
I'm
crazy. Yeah.
loving it.
Okay, let me switch this around and then I'll take it off the thing. Here we go. Ugh. Let's see if I can get it off of the. I have it in a clamp here. Okay, so let me
Oh my
stand up.
gosh, it's just filled with cute.
So this is like a little corner. This is like my little studio corner, and this stuff is all. Oh my God, I could talk for hours about all these little guys. But some of this stuff is from my trip from Japan to Japan a couple years ago,
Yeah.
and I've got like a lot of like things that give me inspiration, or just like little vinyl toys and stuff. And so I have this desk here, and there's equipment on it right now because I'm in the middle of doing a sketchbook tour video.
Yay, we have you on record now.
Yay! And then I
You're
have this
committed.
very small space, and I have some books, like just all my books and stuff go in like a little corner here. And I have
Perfect.
manga, and then some Japanese books. There's a book here I want to share with you later, Chrissy. I think you'll like it. It's like
Okay.
it's pretty cute. And yeah, so this is just like, you can see our little mess, a tree I'm killing currently. And then like a lot of my felting stuff, and a lot of Kevin and I supplies, like, like, as you know, artist couple, you have lots of different things. So yeah, it's not like we just have like a little studio, and then I have these guys. And
Oh
then
my gosh, the one in the
actually
yellow is fantastic.
we found this at Midori in Kingston, and I need to look into this character. I love it. It's a rubber chicken girl, like a girl in a rubber chicken suit. Um, and then this guy I made actually from one of my illustrations as well. He's like a little trick-or-treater, and I made him like years ago. I would love to make him better though, like a nicer structure. And yeah,
The chicken person looks like they're from Animal Crossing.
I don't
Like,
think, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I have no idea, and I have to translate it's all it's in I think Chinese, so I have to like translate it and see what it says, but I'm not quite sure who the character is. And just like
What's
little
all stored in
drawers.
these?
Yeah, there's like
one says
bear
keys.
eyes. Yeah,
Bear
keys. I had
eyes.
like bear eyes. I need to go there as well, but there's like keys, like these bottle caps. So I was trying to make tiny pies, like not real pies, but like fake pies, and use these
Oh
as
my
pie plates.
gosh. That's so smart. I love
Oh,
that.
look, Post-its. glue and all kinds of things. And yeah, we have this drawer full of stuff, printer and
I love artists.
toys.
This like
Yeah,
big fancy like tool chest like that you'd have like in a machine shop, and it's like probably just full of pencils and like art supplies.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, I love your sort of taxidermy wall.
Yeah, well, Kevin did this one for a show that we were in a couple years ago. And then this is actually a deer that my dad had from hunting. I'm pretty sure there's like or he found it maybe. I can't remember. But yeah. So that's the studio. It's not like we don't have a big space, and then the couch
No,
is
but
kind
it's
of the studio
perfect.
too, because do stuff on you can do stuff on the couch. So,
It's true.
yeah,
I often
with
work
the
in
iPad.
our bed. I call it bed office.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
I have no ergonomic issues with it.
Mhm.
It always feels like
Zero.
a sound choice.
It is. The couch office is and bed office is good for the iPad, and it's kind of like nice. You could just chill out and do that. And I love doing well, with Procreate. I think you use Procreate, don't you, Chrissy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle, have you tried Procreate?
No, I've like haven't tried it. I have like a Wacom tablet that my mom bought me for Christmas back in
Oh,
like
nice.
2005. And so I've
Oh,
been
wow.
using
Yeah.
it for like 15 years and it's still
Mm,
going. It's still like what I use every single day. But
yeah.
like it's like the tablet where like you draw off here and like you're looking at a screen, and so it's like this
Yeah.
like disassociation between like your eye and what you're drawing. And like
Yeah.
I've gotten pretty good at it, but I would love to
Oh,
have
yeah.
something where I could like see what I am drawing. One
Yeah.
day I'll buy like a
The tech
Cintiq one. It'll be great.
Yeah, yeah, and those are great too. Like they're quite a bit more because they're like a bigger piece of machinery, right?
Yeah.
But the I'm just blown away by the iPad and the pencil. I like have so much fun with that. And I even I bought a pack of brushes that are is it pronounced risograph or risograph?
Risograph.
Risograph. I picked up a pack of risograph brushes online, and you can try to with like a little color pack too. And I've been playing around with that. I should send you the link because it's kind of a
Yeah.
really cool. Yeah, they're really cool pen set through. I can't remember the name of the person, but through Procreate, it's pretty cool. So yeah, yeah,
Nice. Yeah, I haven't bought
yeah,
any brushes, but
Yeah, your work would
yeah.
translate like incredibly well into a risograph. Like the
Hmm.
tones and color
oh, big
palette
time, yeah.
that
Yeah,
method has. It's like those poppy purples, those kind of like weird acid greens, and like kind of this
yeah,
whole gambit of like kind of just vibrant colors.
yeah.
Yeah, they would make great rezos.
I would love to try that. Maybe when the COVID calms down, we can take a trip to like studio, Josh's studio, maybe, and try some risograph there. But yeah, yeah, I
That
love
would be
it.
fun.
Yeah.
Love that. Such a good
So,
little studio.
do we want to
Uh,
do a little show and tell? Do we have time?
Sure.
yeah, we got a
Yeah,
little
we
bit
have
of time.
time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got
So
a couple things here.
I'll
There we go.
start with or do you want to start? Who wants to start?
You guys go ahead. Yeah, I would love to see what you have.
We just have two things. The
Hmm.
first one, we got just such a delicate, nice piece of mail from a former resident who I had to look
Oh my
up to
gosh.
see when
Oh,
Irina was
sweet.
here. I'll try to say Irina's
Yeah.
last name, but I'm not going to do it justice. Uh, no, you know what? I just don't think I'm going to say it right. No, I'm going to say it wrong. I'll
Oh
put it in
yeah,
I get really nervous about saying people's names. I tried to write it
I
out
understand.
phonetically, and now I'm like not even confident enough to say
Irina
it.
Skestakowich. It is a Russian name, and we are terrible at speaking words.
No, I
Um,
get you. I'm
but
like that as well.
so
Oh,
this is
cool.
Irina is a printmaker,
Oh my gosh,
working
that's
mostly
beautiful.
in Toronto
Hmm.
at the Open Studio. And
Yeah.
when she stayed with us, I looked it up in our this is
Oh my
just
god! Oh
careful.
my god!
There's
Oh
a
my
lot
god!
of
Oh my
stuff that
god!
might follow.
Our
Um,
guest book is like one of
Oh
those
yeah.
like
ugly,
Yeah.
objects. That's an
ugly
ugly thing that
sketchbooks.
has become an amazing one. Like,
So She was here in 2013. I didn't think it was that long ago, but I guess it was. And this was the page she left in
Wow.
our guest book, which is so beautiful. And she was working on
Awesome.
dry points when she was here. And I believe that this is also a dry point. So working into the plate, I can't remember if the plate is copper or plexiglass or zinc,
Wow.
but sort of making color washes on the back and then using like a brown tone or sepia tone. And most of her
Hmm.
work is kind of about the idea of playfulness and like connecting with your childhood. So like
Yeah.
remaining playful and the power that that has and how valuable it is in your life
Yeah.
even when you're adult. She also mentions on her website like that there's a difference between being childlike and being childish,
Oh,
which
yeah.
I really love.
Yeah,
So
I
this
love
is like
that.
on a little stand, so it came flat.
Yeah.
Uh,
I
and
love that.
yeah, so it's just like this little figure in like a forest. Yeah, I just think it's very sweet. I like it a lot. It was a nice little package to get in the mail.
That's awesome. It kind of like when she's mentioning about childlike and childish, it reminds me of paper dolls, you know?
Yeah,
Oh man, like I used to love those. Like that is like childhood right there for you, you know? Something that you would in especially like depending how old you are, in the 80s there were lots of different you could still get paper dolls, you know, and have that kind of thing too.
exactly.
So that's so
Yeah,
beautiful. I love that. What
I
a nice piece
know.
of mail. Oh my
Right?
gosh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like wrapped in beautiful paper. It was just so nice. So
And it
that's
was
our
a
first share.
surprise.
It
I
was a
love that.
surprise. Yeah.
Hmm.
Nice, nice. Okay, well, my first share is actually from Gillian, Gillian Newland, who she left a comment here earlier. And Gillian is an illustrator. She's from Toronto. She's living out east right now. And she does really beautiful illustration
Oh
work.
my gosh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Is this a
So,
bunch of witch cats?
yep.
Oh my goodness. Oh, Jenny's on here now. Jenny, you need this print. This feels like it could up the cat game in your house so Sharky doesn't feel so left out.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
So,
Jenny's cat Sharky's birthday today.
aw, does Sharky look like any of these cats? Maybe you, yeah, could order one of these because, like,
Sharky's
they're,
pretty fluffy. Maybe the like gray one?
yeah.
This is
These are adorable.
hilarious.
Isn't that great? And then the fish they're conjuring above, and
Um,
the what? So Jillian works with watercolor and pencil, and like she's just amazing. Like she's got
so is
such
this
a
a watercolor painting that you're holding?
yeah. This is now there might be some digital aspects to it, but Jillian is mostly watercolor. Like if you should go check her out. Her work, it's on Instagram. It's like we'll put the link in there, but
Yep.
Gillian Newland, Gillian with a Gillian Newland, and she just has like incredible like watercolor work. Like she's very very talented, very like she's just can do such technical detail that you're like, and it looks so soft and beautiful. Like she's just a wonderful illustrator. So this is one of my favorite pieces she did with the cats, and it's just like if you see in the middle here, there's like a little can.
Like a little tuna can?
Yeah,
That
that
is
it's coming
great.
from. So yeah, so that's my
Oh
first
my
share.
gosh. I like that a lot. All
Yeah.
right, our second share is kind of a big deal. So
Yes.
hold on. Kyle's gonna get it.
Oh, I'm excited. Oh my gosh!
We got a puppy!
He
Oh
just,
my
I just
God!
woke him up. This is
He looks
Ziggy.
so beautiful. Oh, sorry, I
He's
interrupted you.
asleep.
What's his name?
Ziggy. We picked him up,
Ziggy.
we picked him up
Ziggy
yesterday.
Stardog.
He's a little tiny corgi. He's a Welsh Pembroke corgi, and
Oh
he is
my
so
gosh.
sleepy. We just woke him up.
Oh yeah, look at his little face. Oh my gosh. He's so cute. Oh my
Hey,
gosh.
Ziggy.
I'll have to
Hey,
bring Bun Bun
Ziggy.
in. You gotta see Bun Bun and oh, I can't wait for them to meet. Ah!
It's gonna
So
be great.
amazing.
Anyways, we
Oh,
were a little like sleep deprived and distracted, so we
yeah.
decided he would be our second share.
Oh my God, he looks amazing. Look at his cute little paws.
He's
Oh
got little
wow.
white socks.
Ziggy. Oh my gosh, what a perfect name. He's beautiful, guys.
He's pretty sweet. He's still like getting used to it. It's the first day, so
Yeah,
he's fresh.
Oh,
He's fresh
he's
in
very
yeah,
the house.
fresh. Yeah, he's
yeah.
not even more than 24 hours under our ownership.
Yeah.
Aw.
So
It's so funny. Like we took when we first had Bum Bum, we took her out to the park and we were holding her and she was just shaking in our arms, looking at everything. And now it's like she practically chokes herself trying to run to the park. Oh my gosh, he's so cute.
he's a little
Oh,
stinker.
He's super cute.
yeah.
He's super good so far.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
gonna reach.
hopefully
Hopefully.
remains.
Yeah.
So we'll try not to turn Sparkbox into a page that's just focused entirely on
Yeah,
this dog. But
It'll be
it's
hard.
gonna
Yeah,
be
yeah,
hard.
he's definitely going to be around. That's for sure.
yeah. Aw. Well, he's beautiful. I love him. That is the best share. I say right there. That's the best share.
So what else do you got for us?
Yeah. So I have a friend of mine, Hyein Lee, as well, and she's from Toronto. And Hyein is another illustrator who
Is
does a
this a
lot of stuff.
print?
It's a print, but Hyein works on like wood panels, and if you see closely,
Oh,
yeah, it looks like it's printed on. I'm not sure exactly how she did these ones, to be honest, but yeah, she's awesome, and Hyein has really good work. And actually, I really admire Hein's character design as well. She does like a lot of really great characters as well, and I just love her work. And so I wanted to share
I
it today
really
because
like this.
yeah, yeah. Please check her website out. And her name is Hyein Lee, and I'll share with you how to like get to her Instagram and everything. But yeah, it's amazing. She's got wonderful work. Yeah,
These like
I love.
speech bubbles with eyes that are also like clouds looming over the city.
Yeah, they're just like it looks like a sleepy ones at the bottom.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
could see now. Yeah, I couldn't really like tell what his eyes situation was.
we
Yeah.
did. One of the buildings says mom. So I have never talked to her about this actually, but uh, there we did an art show. There was a group show that we did a couple years ago. Kevin and myself, Hyein, Gillian, and Gillian's husband Brian. There's a lot of people in it. And Hyein had some nice pieces that were very affordable. I did not make it in time to get one of the pieces, but they were like her stuff is just so great. Like it's really beautiful, and the colors are really nice, and the characters are just a lot of fun. So yeah, yeah, we'll share that one, and so people can check
Yes.
out her stuff too. Yeah,
Those shares
yeah,
are so good. Do you have a third one? We don't have any
yes,
more. We have
I
nothing else.
do. I have one more, and it's something that it's gonna take the Kevin's been working on for the past I don't know, couple weeks. So I'm just gonna
Okay.
take you out to the living room here. See. So he's been making, oh, I gotta switch it around. See this
What
arcade.
even is this? Oh my
So
gosh, Kevin.
this is the
You're
Quarter King.
wild.
Don't get good light or whatever right now, but anyways, he did this
What?
all on a laser cutting machine, and he
What is it
painted.
made out of?
This is plexi, and it's painted behind. This is just wood. It's been all cut out, and he designed a character for it.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, Kevin, this is so cool.
I'm just
I think
gonna
I've seen bits of this happening on um on
it
this
lights up.
Instagram feed because I've
yeah,
definitely like
Yeah,
watched the drawing of this character. I guess I always assume everything is for work.
yeah. So like, if
yeah,
I'm not mistaken, it's Kevin's made a previous version of this, and I think like he plays with like
yeah,
Arduino, and like this is like his best version yet, or like it's like a
yeah.
classic arcade.
Very
It's like
refined.
exactly what you would have found in like the 2-for-1 pizza across from your high school. Like,
Yeah,
and it just happened.
yeah.
It probably has like a whole crap ton of old arcade games. It's so cool.
So
Yeah.
I don't understand, like, how does someone make this? how
Oh,
is the game? Is it a TV? Like,
Yeah.
and then do you make the coding
yeah.
for the buttons? I
So
don't,
it's
sorry, I don't play games and I don't understand how they work.
yeah, it's got there's many different stages of this, and he's very good at breaking everything down and working it all out. Like it's pretty. I'm just looking at it, and it's like there's a TV behind there. There's lights in the top, and then the front is like a plexi glass, and he's painted that, and so you can see it lights up. And then, yeah, he's just you order all the parts, so like the joysticks and the buttons are from a company, and then he just like drills bits in and you stick them in, and then I don't know. There's a whole thing, but he knows how to put it together, and it looks great. And
That's cool.
it's so nice. He's done these for like years, and um, this one is the most refined one yet. And it's nice because he's been able to use like a tool to help him do that with being able to use like a laser cutter
Yeah.
to cut out the shapes. Like there's little shapes in the corner. And he hasn't posted on his Instagram, but all those little details he can do with the laser cutter, which is really nice. So yeah, we would like to or sorry, he would like to put a bookshelf on the bottom so it can be standing, and then you can just sit up to it. But it works as storage, and furniture in your
Smart.
house.
That's
Yeah,
smart.
yeah,
So that it's functional. You guys don't have like a lot of space, so I can see why he would be like, let's make this have function.
yeah, yeah. Exactly, exactly. So that's my final share. Like the Quarter King, and it's a
It's
really
so
cool
cool.
project. Yeah, it looks great, and he's still got some work to do. He wants to put like how you said old arcades down the sides, put some artwork and stuff like that. So
Oh,
yeah,
sweet. Those are
yeah,
such great shares. I really liked those illustrators too that you shared.
yeah.
I'm excited
Oh,
to like get links to their pages so I can go check those
yeah.
pieces out.
I'll send them all to you, and yeah, please check them out. Like, there's just so many people you can share, and like so many illustrators. Like, it's just so nice. But they're all you can follow them all on Instagram. So,
That's
but
why we
yeah,
love the like I feel like when we were doing this with the episode with Rebecca in print,
hmm
like she's a printmaker, and like so we sort of like you, we got like a really good tour of the studio, like really nice tour of all of the work that she was doing, etc., etc. And then I was like, okay, let's do show and tell, and somebody was like, what else is there to show and tell? And I'm like, I know it seems impossible, but like I love this part of it where it's we get to see work that you really love and are inspired by and
yeah.
excited to talk about on top
hmm
of just your work. I think it's such a nice like added bonus.
It's such a good thing to do. Like, you're excited about your work, excited about other people's work, and yeah, it's just like showing a lot of love. I'm looking off to the side because Bun Bun, I think, just had a nap as well. I'll get, you having a treat? We'll do a little dog show and tell. There you
Hi,
are. Hey,
Bun Bun!
Bun Bun.
Oh, look at your little ears. You little teddy
Oh,
bear.
yeah.
Like, I don't care about this,
Yeah.
guys.
No, there was a treat
Pass.
over there. I'm gonna sniff it out. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Thanks so much, Hall. This was wonderful. I
Yeah.
It
really
was so
appreciate
much fun. Yeah, thank
like
you so
going
much.
through your sketchbooks. Like
Yeah,
that
you're
was
killing
such a
it.
treasure to do. Oh,
Yeah.
really. And thanks everybody for like the beautiful comments, such nice
Yes,
feedback
thank
and
you.
yeah, it's
I
really
didn't get to
nice.
read them all. I didn't get to read them all. Sorry, I interrupted there. I was like,
No,
hard with live. You're like,
it is hard. I agree.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
well, have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday and
You too.
everyone else as well. And we'll be back here next
Next
week.
week.
Awesome. That's great.
All
Thanks,
right.
guys, so much. Love
Bye,
you lots.
Holly.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.
Thanks again to Holly Gilmour for joining us on this episode of Flat Files. I had a blast touring through her sketchbook and seeing all the wonderful little illustrations that she is working on. And oh my God, that little felted sculpture is unbelievable. If you would like to continue to support us and you think what we do is awesome, you can do a couple simple things for me. You could like this video, You could subscribe to our channel, and if you'd like to see us make more of these things, please consider becoming a patron. Thank you to our patrons. You all are fantastic and amazing people, and it is because of you Chrissy and I get to continue to make these wonderful videos that bring together our artistic community. If you would like to see Flat Files live, you can go to Instagram and you can catch us there every week, Fridays at noon, Eastern Standard Time.